You get a lot of, but what I mean by that is you don't have to be addicted to porn and be freaky. But what I'm saying is we're not. Preview. What is happening, guys? Welcome to Rated E Radio. That was a little too intense, wasn't it?
That was like mariachi radio.
So today we're talking about hashtag porn. I really hope my neighbors heard that.
Hashtag porn.
Hashtag porn. That's right. I would recommend. I'm checking the audio. Check 1 2. Okay, cool. We're good. So, we should do this before we get in the video. But no, this is how we are. So,
we like it raw.
Raw. That's the not what we should be talking about
raw
yet.
edit style. We like to.
That still kind of sounds a little weird. Anyways, guys,
Sweet.
back on the topic here. We are talking about porn today. Now, yes, this is gonna be. I can hear you giggling from here. So, but there are some actual real statistics, and I got my handy dandy smartphone.
The phone's smarter than us. I can tell you a few things, but it knows all.
So I'm gonna read off some statistics now and throughout the video, and we're gonna talk about it. And on a personal level, I've dealt with it, and hey, it's something that every man deals with. And if you're a man, and you tell me you've never dealt with porn,
you lie.
You are a liar.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I love being transparent. I'm an ordained minister, and if you listen to any of our podcasts or watch any of our videos, you'll know that I'm an ordained minister, and I have struggled with it in the past. I still have some struggles here and there with it. So if I can, as an ordained minister, be open and honest about these things, then we encourage you to as well, and try and get some help about that stuff too.
Yes.
But
it is a real addictive. So here we go. We got some stats on it, and I'll try to put these up if I can. If not, depends on how good of an editor I am. So number one, porn sites receive more regular traffic than Netflix, Amazon, and Twitter combined each month.
More than Netflix? Dude.
This is a 2017 article.
Oh.
Which means this is up to date. Yeah, this is saying, well, of course, this is surprising with Twitter. Twitter's kind of went, bye-bye.
Yeah.
That's why we don't have a Twitter account. But, anyways, But Twitter, if you want to sponsor us, go for it.
I mean, but Netflix, that's crazy.
And Amazon. Amazon's a big thing right now with shopping. But the fact that porn sites receive more traffic, more people going to it, more people researching it, not researching. I'm sure that's what you're not doing.
I have a school project. Hold on.
I'm researching a little bit of...
This is human anatomy.
Sure. I'm good. I'm just joking over here. Don't go there. All right. Lord forgive me. All right. Number 2, 30% of all internet downloads are porn related. Now, I'll be honest with you, because we're just being transparent here.
Yes.
I never downloaded porn.
I never have either.
I know we're not trying to get talking about our pornography lives, but, I'll be being transparent. I never downloaded porn and stuff like that, but here's the thing. It is at your fingertips now.
Really is.
Like, any and all porn websites are just right there at any time that you want it. And that's actually a really sad thing. There's no more monitors. Unless you are monitoring your computer as a parent or you put some kind of blocks on it, you can't really do anything,
And I was about to say that exact same thing you'd have to have like your credit card hooked up to it. There used to be certain criteria you have to meet. Now you can just pop up without anything, and that's crazy. The access to it.
So number 4, people who admitted to having an extramarital affairs. I said almost extramartial. That would not have been the right word. I can read. Okay.
You say I'm ugly and I couldn't read good.
All right. People who admit to having extramarital affairs were over 300. That's a big percentage. More likely to admit consuming porn than those who had never had an affair, according to a 2006 study in Social Science Quarterly.
Wow.
So, let's go ahead. Let's talk about that real quickly. Okay. Here's the big deal and I've seen it affect me personally, and I've seen it affect people. Is people have left marriages and relationships because of pornography
for something that's not even real.
Yeah,
that makes no sense. And I say not real. It's not physical. It's not right here in front of you. That's what's crazy to me.
And, I've done my own research because, I've had my own battle with pornography. And I'll tell you, as a man to man out there, and, and women too, because women are addicted just as much as men are. Not as much as far as statistically goes, but, it's more addictive to men because, again, pornography is actually a very degrading industry. It's a multi-million, actually almost billion-dollar company now.
I think it is a billion.
Yeah, it is. Now. I got some more information about that, but it of course degrades women, and it gives men and women both relationships unrealistic standards.
Right.
And people see porn as a joke, and I'm like, okay, you can joke at it, I guess, but it's not really a joke when it comes down to it. It is ending marriages. It is ending relationships because you get this cocaine type addictiveness to it because of the dopamine response in your brain.
I was about
to those visual images.
I was about to say that it's a scientific fact, ladies. If you're over here saying, "Oh, well, all men are pigs," this, that, the other. Look here, I know women addicted to this stuff too, and it's just like you said. It's the what gene or what. What was it?
Not gene.
Not gene, but
the chemical.
Dopamine. And it hits your brain.
And it's not dope.
I am the one, the way your son don't need to go.
And what dopamine does, it's kind of that happy feeling that you get. So like when you're in love, and you fall in love with somebody, even though your body's not physically reacting to it, just that warm feeling that you get, that's from dopamine.
Yeah.
When let's say you meet a famous person that you've been wanting to meet for a long time, and you get extra, what do girls say now, giddy? When you get giddy,
you get giddy, dog. Yeah, boy.
We can't.
Sorry,
you can't masculine, like make that masculine. I don't think giddy.
Yo,
word.
man, we about to get giddy.
Yeah.
And gonna be pretty. I'm about to nitty
in this city.
Hey.
But anyways, dopamine, is a real thing, and that's what hits you at that moment, and that's what makes you addicted to it. Dopamine is more addictive, about the same, if not more addicted than methamphetamine. And I've researched that before. I can't back it up because I don't have it physically here with me, but I've seen that it's more addictive than meth. So I can't necessarily back up either side when it comes to women saying all men are pigs and vice versa, whatever that goes to. All I know is it's a scientific thing. This is a factual thing.
When you see these visual stimulants and you get numb to it, right? So like, drugs, for some drugs, right? You take some, oh, it's great the first time, then you do it again, it's not enough.
And you try and chase that high.
Basically,
high.
Yeah, what's happening is your dopamine receptors are getting numb to it. It takes more to stimulate. Same thing we're talking about with porn addiction, because it's a visual stimulant and it increases the dopamine and it creates that satisfaction and pleasure. That's what dopamine is. It's the pleasure chemical in your brain. Now, when that happens, you get things like you want to get more stimulant. You want to get crazier. That's why you get a lot of freaks. Yeah. But you get a lot of. But what I mean by that is you don't have to be addicted to porn and be freaky. But what I'm saying is that's a different topic. Oh. That's not when you're married. Okay.
When you're
married. But what this is affecting, like, how does this relate to my relationship? I can control it. That's a lie. Because once you get addicted to it, guys, it shows in your relationship. Okay. And when you get into a relationship, I have a friend of mine who he's in a married relationship and he was addicted to porn and he's still trying to overcome it. We're working through things together because, I've had my personal struggles and I'm still going through certain things. But he was noticing a lack of interest in his sex life. Now, as a married couple, sex is very important. Very important. People are like, sex is this from the devil. I don't know who Christian told you that or who person told you that, but that's not accurate. Okay, God created it for a reason and a purpose between a man and a woman, and a man and his wife. So, it's very important. It's a very intimate thing. But when you lust and get into those visuals, right? Your body, even if you don't want to, even if you want to get romantic with your wife, it has to be extreme, or you want things more extreme. You want things kinkier or crazier. That's not realistic in a relationship, and it shouldn't be, because some things are they're just weird.
I mean, that's how you find yourself hanging upside down from a ceiling fan. I mean,
I need to hear that story.
Oh, I didn't do it myself.
Oh, okay, I was a little worried there for a second. I was like, bro.
I'm I'm too heavy to be hanging from a ceiling fan. It's coming down.
You can get one of those big old fans that have in UFC gyms.
Them industrial ones?
Yeah. You could probably hang like 30 of us.
That's a helicopter propeller right there. That's what.
Yeah, but gosh, but when it does come from a relationship status wise in pornography, it does affect, because your intimacy is affected between your partner, and because you need more dopamine, you can't get sexually excited, you can't get aroused, you can't get romantic, because you're so used to this numbing agent of wanting more. Because back in the day, right, it wasn't as much of a problem because you didn't have these, right? You didn't have internet and technology at the tip of your fingertips. You could, read a magazine or something like that, whatever. But now you can find whatever you want. The sickest, gnarly. I'm gonna use gnarly. Bring back gnarliest stuff that you want, and it's up to you. And it's free now, and it's accessible to any age. So that leads me to this next statistic, real quick. Porn is a global, estimated $97 billion industry, with about $12 billion of that coming from just the U.S., cited by the NBC News of 2017. In 2016 alone, more than 5,600,000,000 hours of porn were consumed on the world's largest porn site by a pH analysis.
Can we watch something else, guys? Can we
what?
Like, turn on Rated E Radio or something, okay? Let's do something.
And here's where it starts. Here's the thing. 64% of young people ages 13 to 24 actively seek out pornography weekly or more often. And teenage girls and young women are significantly more likely to actively seek out porn than women who are 25 years and above. I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
So for teenage girls, y'all actively seek out, I'm not saying y'all, they, whatever, I used the wrong pronoun there. But teenage girls and young women are significantly more likely than 25-year-old women and more. And also a study of 14 to 19-year-old found that females who consume pornography videos were at a significantly greater likelihood of being victims of sexual assault and harassment. I get this a lot. It's just porn. No, it's not. Porn, and I know that if we do hit the big time and people watch this, I know there's gonna be a lot of industry people, porn industry people, or the late night industry who watch this. And this goes to say, of the world we live in. It's not even, look, pornography is not even just the pornography websites. It's in our movies now.
Yes.
It's in our primetime television. I
would like to take a pause and just kind of. Every time my mom wants to sit down, hey, let's get the family together. I'm a little old now. I'm gonna be living with my parents, but in the same, my mom, I remember specifically every time that we would go and watch a movie or they'd bring a movie home, we would never let my mom pick a movie because she would see the cover and she would read part of it, but she would never read like everything on the movie. And so every time we'd watch a movie, there'd be like 5 sex scenes just in that one movie. And I'd have to ask my mom, are you purposely doing this? Because you do this almost every time. And this is, I think she's trying to send a message to my stepdad. That's neither here nor there, and that's not for me to know. But in the same, it's such, when you can go to the Red Box and get a movie and pretty much the entire thing is practically porn, that's a big issue. When family movie night turns into, I'm going to go into the other room because this is uncomfortable every single time.
Close your eyes, honey. Close your eyes. Don't watch this scene. This is not good. But then they do it for like 20 minutes. It's like, come on, y'all.
I know. It's
That's a record. I couldn't set... Anyways, going on.
We're going to negate that one. But, that's crazy to me how just accessible it is. Like you said, it's such a part of entertainment. And you always hear the phrase, sex sells.
Yeah.
I'm in an industry right now, my main job, I work at a restaurant. And so we always put the more attractive looking females in the front. Now,
really?
and we've gotten a lot better at actually getting them cross-trained, getting them into the kitchen, giving them more of an opportunity to get a raise, not only get a raise, but do exactly what everybody else does.
Right.
But for the most part, unless you walk in there and say, hey, I want to work in the kitchen, if you are an attractive female, especially a younger one, mind you, we're going to put you up front. Why? Because you look more attractive. You look more inviting. And so, you know.
Now, does that go cross-gender ways? Like female or male?
Nine times out of 10.
Because wouldn't that be like a business? I'm just playing the devil's advocate.
Right.
Wouldn't that be like a sexist kind of thing, right?
Right. And that's the sad thing. It is kind of sexist because, I mean, you can have, and I've had that to where, you know, I am a straight male, as you know. I'm a minister. I'm a follower of Christ. But in the same, you can't deny there are some attractive-looking men. Not saying.
Thank you.
Yeah. I was talking about myself. I'm joking. But
no, you're good looking, man. You're good.
Thank you. Yes. Anyways,
yeah,
get big. Hold on. No, I'm joking. But there are some attractive young men that come walking in. You know, they're all bowed up and everything. They look like they take care of themselves. Go to the gym,
right? And
we'll throw them in the kitchen. Oh, well, you can lift the heavy things in the back, or you know.
Yeah.
But and this isn't just my restaurant in particular. This is restaurants everywhere, all different companies, all different places. You know, I've learned this I've worked in multiple restaurant businesses. And I do say that this one that I worked at has more fair opportunities than other places. But in the same, that it's called eye of the customer. And if you walk in and you see a very attractive female, you're more prone to smile. You're more prone to have a better reaction. And this has been studies shown.
So the psychological part of things.
Yes, it's a psychological thing. And so that's why you see a lot of the times women in bikinis. Not in my work, but you'll see.
So that'd be interesting attire to walk into. Yeah, I like an odor of. I'm a married man. I'm married. But
Jesus
help me.
Jesus
take my eyes.
Why do you think? Let's just be honest here. I've watched Undercover Boss and like the main guy of
that's a good show.
The owner from it is a good show. The owner of Hooters is like, man, we want to make this a family-based thing. Let's be honest. You're putting some very attractive females in very small, skimpy outfits.
Wait, you're telling me he said he wanted Hooters to be a family restaurant?
Yes, a family restaurant that
what?
that you can sit down. And I encourage you. It's on Netflix. I know most of y'all are probably watching porn instead of Netflix instead of shown, but it's on Netflix. Go watch.
Turn it off. Watch this video instead.
Watch this or Undercover Boss. Do something else.
Type in YouTube. Not you. I'm not going to make that website out there. Anyways.
But, you know, he said, man, I want to make this a family, company. And yes, we do have attractive females, but, that's not the main focus. And then what he found out was, man, these women are getting violated or these women are getting treated wrong. And, we have a beauty scale, and the one that comes in most, preppy looking with the best hair and the best makeup, they get a bonus and this, that, the other. And, he was like, wow, we're really missing the mark here. We're doing this wrong. And I wish that more companies would see that because, you walk out nowadays and you see, women in bikinis and that sells. I was walking down the street the other day because I was waiting to clock in. I got to work, really, really early. So I'm walking down the street and I see this sign for a gym, and the picture was a let's just be real here. I'm not being sexist or anything. Let's just be real. It was a big-breasted, beautiful-looking female, and as she's working out, I mean, her chest is poke out, and yes, she was doing a bench press, but it was that visual. You don't have to have that visual for a gym, but sex sells.
Yeah.
And that's the sad thing about it is, I mean, so many people are addicted to porn that that's what makes money.
And so to kind of wrap things up, guys, everything that we've talked about today, of course, the title is #porn, and mainly just to get your attention. But because we knew you'd click on it, because #clickbait.
Because you saw porn.
Because you saw the word porn, right?
The word porn.
So if we put porn hot, I'm not going to elaborate on what we would put there. But anyways, but my whole point is, guys, you can see how this industry is taking over not just men and guys, but females and young kids. And I'm not saying that in one sentence we're going to go have a protest and take down late night adult industry, film industry, whatever, okay? It could happen, cool and all. But what I'm trying to say is, guys, everyone needs to be aware of the effects that is happening on everybody. Me, Dustin, females, kids, and it's showing young men and women what sex is not. Okay, sex is a beautiful thing. It's not always a crazy dominant or submissive. It's not always a crazy throw everyone around, do whatever you want, have sex with anybody you want. That's not what this world is, okay? And we've been so lied to by everything for many, many years, and it's just getting worse because of the access that we have. So here's what I want you to do. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video, and I want you guys to comment or post on Facebook or YouTube, whatever you're seeing this video on. Give us your thoughts on porn. If you'd like to share any stories, feel more than free to message us on our YouTube account at Aurora Dreaming Prod and put hashtag RatedERadio. We love to hear your thoughts, your stories. Feel free to comment and let us know what you think. And so, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We got more coming your way, and we will see you guys in the next video.
Love, peace, and chicken grease.
That's right. Au revoir. Au revoir. I'm getting it. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. No,
Au revoir.
I got my girl's gonna kill me.